Hello and welcome. As you can see, I'm going to be glamping pretty much with the kit I have. I'll show you it in a minute. I've got the old outhouse canvas tarp. I've got the outhouse. There's a common theme going here, but I do like this stuff. Hobart Swagman roll with the swag mattress, so I think I'm going to be well comfy. Glamping. Now, I wouldn't advise using this stuff if you're wandering around in the woods hunting about for a place to camp, or you've got to walk any distance, because it's bloody heavy. But it's really comfortable if you ain't. I'm lucky enough today where I haven't got to walk far. And that section there obviously zips up over the top of the swag. This end you've got a mesh, and that end overhangs it, so you could just have it up like a mini lean-to, that bit, but I'm not. What's the point? I've got a lean-to. What I'm going to do in a minute is I'm just going to shut it all up, and when I get in there tonight, I probably will either keep it opened or just half shut it or shut it up. I'm not going to mess about putting up a lean-to in there, but I'm going to shut it up in a minute just so I don't get no unwelcomes or mucky in there. Oh. Well, just going to get a little brew on, and then I'm going to have a little explore. This is seriously comfortable. Because the stream is literally just there. A little trickling stream, a little babbling brook. How do? Ales for tonight, 4 of them. All the same. Hazy Jane Guava. I've had them before. They're nice. I like them anyway. Embrace the Opaque. 5%. Sun comes out and it's lovely. Shining right down in here. Right down in this little tiny glade. But as soon as the cloud goes behind, it gets noticeably darker. Yeah, I'm going to go back, start prepping some wood when I get back. Get the old fire pit ready to go on the go. That's, look at that, that's an old thing, isn't it? Looks like there was some sort of pond or something here at some stage. I'm going to prep some wood and then get my old fire pit out, which is a birthday present from my mum, bless her. It's a Mora knife hatchet. I don't know if it's going to be man enough, mate. I don't know, let's see. Well, some nice bits of kindling. this ain't the right case for it. This is the case that the tarp comes in. The petromax Otago. I'll get me firelight. I'm not going to mess around with bushcraft fires and stuff. I'm just going to get me firelight and light it. Stick the smallest bits of kindling on there and stick another couple of bigger bits on top, and hopefully fry up some noodles on there. Lovely. About 25 minutes till sunset, and I may get a nice sunset over that way around the edge of the woods if I go out. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to get a sunset because it's clouded over quite a lot now. Just let that get going for a minute, and then I'll add some slightly bigger bits. Let's get my grill bit. I've used it with a Dutch oven. What did I make? I made a stew. Well, it was like a bourguignon, beef bourguignon thing. Well, nice. You know, I can cook certain things. Some things I can cook quite good. Some things I am hopeless. But that come out lovely. All the family loved it. You can use it as a barbecue. There's a few good videos on it. Petromax Otago fire pit and barbecue grill. It's a wicked thing. It is a really good thing. Anyway, I'm gonna get some more wood on there. For dinner, I was gonna go all fresh and sort of prepare things and chop them on a little board and do all that malarkey. But I sort of left myself last minute again. So, Singapore style noodles. Yeah, looks like there's nice bits of chicken in there. You can see prawns and that in there. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna have. 10 minutes to sunset. You can't beat it, can you? Just fire, woodland, peace and quiet, a bit of food, a couple of ales, nice ambient light when it gets dark, which you'll have. Yeah. Man, I don't think I'm going to see much of a sunset. It's clouded over. It was looking promising earlier. This field's all been dealt with for now, so I don't imagine anyone will be down here tonight, hopefully, or early in the morning. And I was sitting under that tarp with that fire on. Man, that's another thing. That's the good thing about having like that heavy duty old canvas tarp. You don't want to carry it far, but if you want a fire just under it, obviously not flames licking on it or nothing, but a fire just under it, it collects and holds the heat really well, and it's not going to sort of get loads of holes in it from just a like a little ember, a little spark. Fits on there, lovely. It's not chicken. That has got chicken. Nice king prawns and chicken. Lovely. Smells nice and all. Don't know what that is. Gonna enjoy that. I reckon that's ready. That's another thing, when you're walking and you're hiking around all day, be it in the woods or the hills or whatever, it's quite obvious you don't want to be carrying loads of stuff here. So you do it, you can, there is, I know some people have got some ingredients ideas of doing fresh food, sort of lightweight and stuff. Right, let's sample the wares. There we go. That's delicious. Have them. Some things taste a bit not quite right cooked with coconut oil. It does the job, but that is absolutely lovely cooked in coconut oil. Really nice. I'll have some pudding. Wayfarer sticky toffee pudding. Have a taste. I've had one of these before. It was a chocolate one. I didn't leave it long enough then, and it was all right, but it weren't. Yeah, that's nice. I left that long enough. Man, that is lovely. Tops that meal off. Anyway, that's me till I hit the sack. Literally, it's gonna be like sleeping in a sack, isn't it? I was just thinking, I like the thing of like a bedroll, tarp and bedroll camping. I like most aspects of camping. It depends on the situation, doesn't it? Really, where you are, where you're going, how far you're walking, all them sort of things. But I could use this without the swag mattress in it, with like maybe a foam mattress and a sleeping bag in there, and it would probably be a lot smaller and light, and a haversack. I probably could go on a camp and walk a fair distance with it like that. I don't know. I know people have done. I've seen a few videos of people who are like cool, well cool. So I don't know. I may try and do that at some point, but yeah, I've got quite a few things coming up. Like a couple of weeks' time, I've got a bushcraft course. Next week is someone in the family's birthday. Next weekend, so that's you know, that's going to be lovely. But I ain't going to be able to do anything then. And then I've got a few things coming up that I might not be able to do too much. I might do a few little short videos. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hoping to get out at least once a month. I want to get out in the Lavoo, because quite often when I go on a wild camp, I don't know exactly where I'm going. I have an area and I wander around and pick somewhere, sort of thing, which is not always the best. Sometimes it's fun, generally it is, but sometimes it's nice just to know where you're headed and where you're camping. But even then, even if you scouted the place out, it could be like you could get there and things could be different in some way. So it's not always guaranteed. It's always so I suppose if you do scout out, you scout out like a few areas near to where you're sort of having a wander. Because I like having a wander, I like having like a bit of a walk and that. Not well far, although I would if I had the time. Like multi-day hikes and all that, but I wouldn't be like pushing it along like rah. I'd probably be lucky to get like 15 miles a day probably. Probably could do more, but I'd be writ off. I don't know, depends. That's lovely, it's so relaxing. Just having a little candle, little fire, little oil lantern, paraffin lantern. Again, not the sort of thing I'd bring if I was hiking miles and miles, but it's not particularly heavy, but it's a bit fragile. You wouldn't want to be bushwhacking with it, really. Although there are containers. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll catch you when I'm about to say goodnight. So I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to have a read of this. This is a book called The Silmarillion. I don't know, any Lord of the Rings fans or The Hobbit. and all that. It's written by J.R. Tolkien and it's part of the Lord of the Rings world type thing. I've read it before years ago. I enjoyed it, so I thought I'm going to read it again. I've read Lord of the Rings loads of times, a few times, and that's a good book. And there's another good book by Tolkien, who, what was it called? The Children of Hurin. Yeah, it's a bit of a sad tale really, but it's a good book if you like them sort of books or them stories. Anyway, good night. Feels like it's going to be a lovely day. Every cloud has a silver lining. Sometimes they're hard to find, ain't they? Not always. Now Swag's like a heavy duty bivvy bag really. And you can see what I mean. Normally, well, when you're in there, that's zipped up along the side there. And that's a mesh bit. This bit sort of overlaps it by a foot and a half. And I had it laying flat last night and it got well hot in there. I did have all my normal clothes on and that though, because I wasn't sure how warm I'd be. And yeah, like I said, I had to put it up like this and just put me underlayers, thin underlayers, very thin, very thin underlayers, and it was lovely for a little while. And it got chilly in the night, so then I had to put my old wool jumper on. Then I was all right. Got the blanket over, wool blanket over my head, one of them. I was well cosy, but it is chilly now a little bit. So it'd be handy if there's a little bit where it rolled up or something. I don't know, probably a bit of a rigmarole to do, and you could have mesh going along it and then prop it open and just have your mesh, if you know what I mean. But it is handy for winter camping if you're going to be, you're going to have a fire near you, because it's not going to go up in flames with a little ember or a little spark. The old dog walker, he's power walking. I've done them a bit too long. Never mind. Little fire starter down in the middle. Some of this. I've not done it like this before. I was going to try and do like a Swedish fire torchy style, but it's not. A little bit of fat wood there. No, where's my fat wood? There's a little bit of fat wood. Little bits. I think I am gonna have some breakfast. I've got some porridge, and I've got a couple of like sausage things. Well, 4. Probably only have a couple. They're like I don't know, Polish sausages, I think. I did bring them because I was tempted to have them for dinner. I've got some got some noodles, some pasta, like a pasta mug shot, and then just whack some of them in there. Yeah, just whack them in there. add a bit of sauce or whatever. Bob's your uncle. Oh, that smells nice. Wow, look at that. Took like a raging inferno, them bits off that tree. They folded up again. Let's sort that out. I'm actually going to cut them right in half then. I think that's the way. The old coconut oil. I like certain things cooked in that. Rice, noodles sometimes. Not sure about sausages, but that'll do. Eggs and bacon would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, mate. That's the handy thing about a pan, that fits on there nicely. You ain't got to keep, well, you can feed it through the little gap, but you do need little bits. Oh, I don't know, without putting that on, that's what I mean. Yeah, okay, nice. Boing. Not a hard shot. I'm tin can over there. Anyway, time to pack up. You can roll it up, obviously, with all your blankies and whatever in there. But as I'm going home now, I ain't. Because I may use them. I'm not sure how often I'm going to use this. I did like it, but it is a big bulky thing. In there, it was just literally, well, I'll just cover that tiny bit of ash up there, and that's room full of ash. Thank you for watching if you have done all of it. But yeah, take care, I'll catch you soon. Bye.